Interesting facts about Libya. Libya, officially the State of Libya, is a country in the Maghreb region in North Africa. It has a total area of 1,759,540 square kilometer. Tripoli is its capital and largest city. Arabic is the official language of the country. Libyan dinar, lid, is its official currency. Its 6 land-bordering countries are Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Niger, Sudan, and Tunisia. With the Mediterranean Ocean to the north and the Sahara Desert to the southwest, Libya is the 4th largest country in Africa, after Algeria, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Sudan. As such, it is 2.5 times as big as the U.S. state of Texas. With these 35 interesting facts about Libya, discover more about its history, culture, people, geography, Colonel Gaddafi, economy, food and more. 1. Tripoli, the capital of Libya, was in a position to help protect American ships from attack by Barbary pirates in the 19th century, since, after all, some of them were based there. By paying protection to the Sultan, the U.S. ships sailed the Mediterranean unmolested. When the price went up, the two countries went to war, twice, in what came to be known as the Barbary Wars. 2. In Libya's entire history, it only had one king. King Idris reigned from 1951 until he was overthrown by Colonel Gaddafi, also spelled Gaddafi, in 1969. 3. During the latter years of Gaddafi's regime, the country's full official name was the Great Socialist People's Libyan Arab Jamahiriya. 4. Although an Islamic nation today, Libya was an early Christian center historically. 5. Currently at least 2 political groups have set up governments for Libya, but only one of them is recognized as legitimate by the rest of the world. The fighting and instability in the region was responsible for the deaths of almost 1,800 migrants fleeing several countries in North Africa. They died trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea to Europe in the summer of 2015. 6. Libya's 1,770 kilometers, 1,099 miles, of Mediterranean Sea coast is the longest of any North African country. 7. The area of the Mediterranean Sea north of Libya is frequently called the Libyan Sea. 8. Much of the central and eastern area of the country is covered by the Libyan Desert. The Libyan Desert is one of the most sun-baked and arid places on Earth. There is no average rainfall. The land may go for decades with no rain and the highlands for 5 to 10 years without it. 9. North of the mountains of Jebel Uweinat, the Libyan plain is dotted with eroded volcanic features. This area also contains the Arkanu structures, thought at one time to be 2 meteorite impact craters. 10. When oil was discovered in the 1950s, an enormous aquifer underneath much of Libya was also found. This aquifer's water predates the last ice ages. 11. Besides reviews from oil exports, petrochemicals, iron, aluminum, and steel manufacturing accounts for 20% of Libya's GDP. 12. Libya's poor soils and climatic conditions severely limit how much food can be grown within the country, so it imports about 75% of its population's food. 13. The Libyan dinar is the national currency. 14. Libya is home to the largest proven oil reserves on the African continent. It makes a major contribution to the world's supply of sweet, light crude. 15. Although the World Bank names the country as an upper-middle-income economy, after years of political unrest, Libya's unemployment rate is 21% and the money from their oil is not benefiting the majority of its people. 16. Tripoli is the capital and largest city of Libya, as well as the port of Tripoli. 17. Tripoli is also the capital for most international businesses in the country as well. 18. Tripoli is a Greek word that means 3 cities. The Arabic name for it is Tarabulus. It is located on the edge of the desert on a point of rocky land that projects out into the Mediterranean, forming a small bay. 19. Tripoli is also known as the Mermaid of the Mediterranean for its turquoise waters and whitewashed buildings. 20. Tripoli's old town, the Medina, still has much of its old-world look. Tourists will find the Red Castle Museum here, with its vast palace complex and numerous courtyards on the outskirts of the Medina. Here also is the Traveller's Library. 21. The majority of the Libyan population lives in its coastal area cities. Traditional tribal society life is the norm in the Berber villages of western Libya. In the south, you will find the Bedouins, including the Tuaregs. 22. Libyan people traditionally lived in extended families. Today many young couples get their own place instead of living with the husband's family. The couples even choose their own mates, particularly those who live in the cities. In rural areas, traditional arranged marriages still occur. 23. The Berbers identify themselves with their village or tribe before their country. 24. All the desert tribes collectively are known as the Bedouins. They lead nomadic lives, moving with their livestock or settling in farming villages in oases. The Tuaregs were the original desert traders who transported goods by camels across the desert. With robes dyed with indigo, they are sometimes called the Blue People. 25. Libya's national language is Arabic, but the people also speak Italian and English. 26. Libyans are warm and welcoming people. When greeting another, they shake hands and maintain the handshake as long as the verbal greeting is ongoing. Men shake with men, but wait for women to initiate a handshake from woman to man. 27. Libyans greet one another with Salam alaikum, peace be with you, or Sabahakum ala bil khair, may Allah give you a good morning. They also ask a set of formal ritual questions about their families and health. 28. Libya is an Islamic country, so women still wear the hijab to cover their head according to Islamic law. Many women, though, especially in the cities, no longer wear public veils and dress in Western-style dresses and clothing. So do men. Traditional men and women still wear their traditional robes. 29. Popular sports are soccer, chariot races, and camel racing. 30. Saving face is important to Libyans, who are non-confrontational. They avoid disagreeing or saying no. 31. The biggest meal of the day for Libyan families is lunch, and it is of great symbolic importance. Businesses, shops, and schools close for several hours so families may gather together to eat. 32. The people drink green tea after they eat to aid digestion. Tea and coffee are favorite beverages. Libyan tea is thick and like black syrup. 33. The cuisine of Libya is a mixture of Mediterranean, African and Italian influences. Common ingredients include dates, olives, fruits, lamb, chicken, milk, and grains, particularly couscous. Stuffed sweet peppers appear in many meals. The proper use of spices is important to achieve the right mix of popular flavors. 34. All meats eaten by Libyans must be halal. This means the animal was killed humanely and prayed over ritually according to Muslim customs. 35. Food is eaten with 3 fingers on the right hand. The left is considered unclean. Good manners dictate you leave a little food on your plate to indicate that your host is a gracious and generous provider. Hope you like this video. Please like and share this video and subscribe our channel for more informative videos. Thanks for watching.